Hello everybody, this is the Harbor Freight wheel balancer. Okay, my first thoughts of it were okay, and then I used it and realized that it was not balancing out the wheels. I found out what the problem was with the Harbor Freight balancer. The first thing is you need to buy the little bubble indicator from Harbor Freight. It's about $1. And then after you, now I'm not going to balance mine on the carpet, I'm going to balance them on the workbench. But after you do it, you may have to get thin pieces of wood, or I used notebook cards, you know, like the note-taking cards, because you can add a few to the back on each side and then get it until it's level. Okay, so that's the first thing, is the balancer has to be level, and chances are your workbench is not perfectly level. Okay, the other problem with it is that these bearings have to spin nice and free. Okay, well, Harbor Freight gives you an Allen bolt and a nut, and then this back piece is threaded. So when you go to tighten this up with this nut on here, well, it either tightens up until this spin stops spinning, or it's so loose that it wobbles around and it doesn't give you it doesn't spin correctly. So a very easy fix in that is to go buy 4 8mm by 125 thread nuts. Now when you put these on, you can't just put them on and then tighten up the nuts. That's not going to fix your problem. You have to put the Allen wrench, put your Allen wrench in here. Okay, then, because as you can see, this one you can get in here with a wrench, no problem. But the back bearing, the back roller, the back caster, well, you can't get in there with a wrench. You can see that a flat blade screwdriver is barely big enough. So what you're going to want to do is put your Allen wrench on here and tighten up this nut until it just barely touches this, then back it off just a hair. Now you have to hold the Allen wrench, make sure the nut doesn't move, and then turn the wrench without spinning anything here. So basically the only thing you want to do is tighten the nut up on the threaded shaft. There's not too much there left, but this isn't supporting anything really, so it's not a structural. So basically hold the Allen wrench, make sure the nut in this does not move, make sure there's just a touch of play so that these spin nice, then tighten down your nut while holding your Allen wrench. So you don't want your nut, you don't want your Allen bolt to move. Then go through and obviously do that on both sides. And like I said, there's very little, you cannot get a wrench in here. So all you have to do is, just like I said, spin this until it just touches, back it off probably a degree or two, hold down your the Allen bolt, hold down your Allen bolt, and then twist the nut, tighten up the nut. Don't turn the Allen bolt or the nut, otherwise it's just going to tighten up onto it and this isn't going to spin. So you may have to play with it a little bit, but 4 20-cent nuts and a $1 bubble, and then of course you're going to have to shim it. Like I said, those those little note cards, they actually work the best, because you can put you can basically shim it with those until you boom, get it up nice and level. I just put some stickers on it. It's still a Harbor Freight piece. And then after you do that, you'll notice that everything spins just so much easier, and the wheels actually balance out and they'll actually spin. So it's not a bad balancer, but it does need 4 nuts and a little bubble, and then you got to shim it correctly to do that. All right, hope this helped. Goodbye.